The European Union, also known as EU, is a group of 25 countries that aim collectively to improve the standard of living of their citizens. This podcast will discuss the ways in which EU membership has a significant effect on UK businesses. One of the key goals of the EU is allowing member states to trade freely. This is achieved through a single market, where a common set of regulations and rules dictate the movement of goods, people, and finance. The key objective of establishing a single market is the removal of trade barriers between member states. Trade barriers occur as a result of countries importing more than they export. Two solutions to this are applying tax or limiting the number of goods entering the country from abroad. This, however, can result in a quota and tariff trade war that is damaging to businesses in all the countries concerned.
Every time you go shopping, you likely pay higher prices because of tariffs and quotas. It is hard to believe that some of the goods you may be purchasing cost you more than twice as much as they could because of these economic measures. Dairy products, vegetables, tobacco, wool clothes, auto parts, brooms, Chinese tires, leather shoes, peanuts, and chocolate are just some of the common items we pay more for because of tariffs or quotas. Let's first review what tariffs and quotas are, and then discuss the effects they can have on imported goods and the prices we pay. A tariff is a tax imposed on imports, which are goods coming into a country. The tax may range from a few percent of the cost of the good to well over 100% of the cost of the good. This tax is ultimately passed on to consumers, resulting in higher prices. A quota sets a numerical limit on how much of a product can be imported into a country. This helps to protect producers of domestic products from facing too much competition and ultimately going out of business. Ultimately, quotas benefit and protect the producers of a good in a domestic economy, though the consumers end up paying more if the domestically produced goods are priced higher than imports. There are many reasons that tariffs and quotas may be used. The most common reasons are often geared towards protecting newer or inefficient domestic industries that are seen as important to the American economy and the production of jobs. The government view is that by protecting these domestic industries, we can maintain jobs through increased sales of domestic goods. This ultimately can lead to higher tax revenue collected. If we didn't protect some of our firms, other countries could dump thousands of products on our country at extremely low prices and potentially hurt many of our domestic businesses. Now let's explore in more detail the effects of tariffs and quotas. The additional tax or tariff on imported goods can discourage foreign countries or businesses from trying to sell products in a foreign country. The additional taxes make the foreign import either too expensive or not nearly as competitive as it would be if the tariff didn't exist. This can lead to fewer choices of goods and a lower quality for consumers. The amount of chocolate, fruits and vegetables, and automotive parts you have to choose from are all subject to the effects of tariffs. Domestic producers benefit by ultimately facing reduced competition in their home market, which leads to lower supply levels and higher prices for consumers.
There are a number of implications of trading within the European Union. With the free movement of workers, businesses offering the best employment packages attract the best staff, causing competition in employment. Employees in the business have to be fluent in different languages and have an understanding of the culture of other countries. EU firms can take UK businesses' customers away, causing UK businesses to suffer. The business will need to establish reliable links with banks, lawyers, and distributors. The need to conduct and update market research will take up a lot of time and resources.